What's up, everybody? This is J Raj here, and today we're going over 4 Daredevil Born Again Season 2 theories. So, my first theory for this is that Luke Cage is going to get involved by the end of Season 2. We can see that in the trailer, Wilson Fisk is giving somebody the hands. He's in what appears to be a boxing match that's probably for some kind of charity or fundraiser event, but knowing him, he's just wanting to put fear in people's hearts to show that they better not step up to him as mayor. But if we look at Luke Cage season 1, Luke Cage was a prize fighter for an underground illegal fighting club, and he was giving people hands in there. And we already know Luke Cage is looked very highly upon from the public. So who better than to publicly put Wilson Fisk in his place in the boxing ring than Luke Cage, and maybe plant seeds for him possibly becoming the mayor in the future in the MCU, because that's what happens in the Devil's Reign comic line. My second theory is that the Prowler is either going to make an appearance in Born Again Season 2 or is going to be mentioned. Because if we look back at Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man interrogates a man that shows his name is Aaron Davis, which is the identity of the Prowler, and he mentions he has a nephew that he wants to keep safe. So that shows us that the Miles Morales characters are lingering in the background in the MCU. And during Born Again Season 1, Daredevil, or we'll say Matt Murdock, mentions something about an Officer Morales in a court case. And I know Miles' dad is not an Officer Morales. He is Officer Davis. He didn't take the Morales last name. But I think that Marvel is just testing us fans, trying to place hints to remind us that they are lingering in the background and they're seeing if we're listening. And also, when the first trailer for Born Again Season 2 dropped, it was a Childish Gambino song that was featured called Lithonia, which Childish Gambino is the one that played Aaron Davis in Spider-Man Homecoming. You never know. My third theory is that Wilson Fisk's task force is going to be taken out by the vigilantes, and because he's afraid that he's going to lose power, he's going to seek out help from Val from the Thunderbolts. It's shown that she is the head of the CIA, so she obviously has a lot of pull when it comes to getting military involved in situations. So I think Wilson Fisk is going to get scared to lose power, and he's going to portray that the streets are too dangerous to not have military involvement, and Val is going to deploy some military people to help these streets from the masked vigilantes. And therefore, maybe, since she's the head of the CIA, they could reveal that she was actually aware of the hit on Frank Castle that ended up killing his family. Because if we look back at The Punisher Season 1, there was a CIA agent by the name of William Rollins, and he is the one that directly had the hit sent out that ended up killing Frank Castle's family. So maybe that could hint at the Punisher wanting to go after Val now, because what if she actually had ranking over William Rollins? You never know. And my fourth and final theory is that I believe by the end of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Matt Murdock and the Kingpin are both going to be imprisoned. And my theory for this is actually recent, because after watching the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, it appears that Spider-Man is fighting the Hand in a prison. I wonder why the Hand will be in a prison unless they're trying to go after the thorn in their side, Matt Murdock, when he's in a very vulnerable spot. So I really think that Kingpin and Matt are going to be imprisoned. So those were my 4 theories for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. If you enjoyed this conversation, feel free to leave a like, and also go to my YouTube and subscribe, because I have a podcast called the 2020 Visions Podcast. And this is exactly what we do on there. We try to see the visions for these movies and shows, come up with theories, and just have a lot of fun conversations with that. So if that's something you enjoy, don't treat the subscribe button like you're taking out a mortgage. Just feel free to subscribe to your boy, because it'll be worth it.